All right, fellas, let's one more session today, and gonna call it great. Moderately well. This business of comparing the solar angle, I just decided let's just see what happens if we just run it off the sun. So if there's radiance in the sun, then we're gonna have the light on, and when the sun goes down, we're gonna turn the light off. Because what I was doing was not working. And I had two nice stalks, but I accidentally replanted one of them. So I ended up with six whole wheat. And we need 10 for the bread or the cereal bar. Let's see. Had to depressurize the house a little bit to get it to grow better. The water is solid. The water part, yeah. All right, so the mission now is to make solder. If I can just make some solder tonight, I'm going to be really happy. Solder is 50-50 iron and lead, and it almost doesn't matter. The pressure is like 1 MPa to 100 MPa. So like get a bunch of pressure up, but then the temperature range has to be between 350 and 550. So that's going to be the trick. So I've got my fuel gases and my coolant, and I made a tank of fuel gases. What did I set it to? 250. This doesn't read 250. Depends on the temperature. 250, and then I've got this big old tank of coolant. So hopefully I can get a fire going hot enough that I can pour in some coolant and jump up the pressure and do what we need to do. That's the hope. 250. Drop it in here. Hit that button. Hit that button. It's going to draw all the gas into the furnace. Slowly but surely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, when I kick this thing, let's see where it goes. It's hardly burning at all. The temperature, if the pressure was right, the temperature is high. So high enough, but it clearly needs a lot more gas than 250, which is not a surprise. This is closed, isn't it? Yes. That is not a surprise. The pressure is nowhere. The temperature is nowhere. Let's put in a lot more gas. Let's put in not 250. Let's go up to 750. Should be plenty safe. And hell, at that pressure, we can just start over quickly, I think. There wasn't hardly any pressure at all, because there wasn't hardly any gas at all. What did we say? 750. So I'll watch it go up. I think this is a legit way to go about it. Why is it going higher than 647? I know that there's gas here. I know that there's plenty of gas here. Let me go get the right instrument to prove that. Also keeping a careful eye on our veggies, on our wheat. We can afford to eat some potato. Moderately well, hell, we'll take it at this point. We came in only to get the atmosphere card in this thingy, which is off. I was saying I know that this pipe is full of... Nope. It's full of potential. Four MPA just like that. It's all right. 750. 750. Not 749, 750. Good. Turn that off. We got lots of potential there. Done with that for a minute. Take this. This is closed. That's off anyway. We're down to a little bit more pressure than nil, and a little bit more temperature than nil, but we'll be all right. Let's pump it in, see what happens. My thought is that this is slow. My thought is get it really hot and then just pour coolant in until it hits the right pressure, and hopefully we'll still be at the right temperature. Why isn't this working? That's the gas input. I know it is. All right, so we're up quite a bit higher than we need to be, so that's good. 107, quick now. What if we swap this out and turn it on? Was it on before? I don't know. Ooh. Damn, son. If we had the ores in there, we would be where we need to be. Oops. We would be where we need to be, I think. So let's go ahead and melt the ore. Solder, just take it. Boom. There's one lump of solder. Beauty. Let's do the next one. Come on, one more time. Yes. Solder is the easiest thing ever. We did it. Turn this off. How much more? We used up the whole canister. That's okay though. It's just a canister of nitrogen. We can make more of that. Except I moved my shit because I thought it was wrong. And then I realized, no, we need nitrogen. Anyway, that's it. That's success. That's what success looks like, is solder right there. And we can take a lump of it and take it over to the electronics printer and make a tablet. T-A-B. Tablet. Make a tablet. There, now we can have a plants tablet and an atmosphere tablet. Won't that be just splendid? That is a huge step forward for my people. 2 tablets. What about battery? What's it take to make a battery? Oh my goodness. Gold, copper, steel. I could have made a jillion batteries before. I can make a real battery charger and a whole slew of large batteries. Well, I will do that. I will do that. And I will, I'm telling you, make a cereal bar. We're not close to it right now, or I'd have you stay and watch it. But right now we're kind of watching the grass grow, so to speak. Growing poorly. Oh, I can't believe we got 2 tablets. I'm so happy. This tablet is the plant tablet. This battery is the Angle grinder battery. Growing poorly. Why is it growing so poorly? Temperature efficiency is perfect, between 20 and 29. This one's 21 and 30. Anyway, we're at 26, so that's great. Pressure, no complaints about pressure. It's at 70, right in the middle of those. Light deficient. They're all wishing they had more light than this bullshit circuit is providing. So I gotta figure out what the hell with the lighting. And of course it's hard. It's not easy. I would have already figured it out because we got to have the right ratio of dark to light without having let's go make sure we need something we don't have to work with integrated circuits and actual programming. Let's just see. I was telling you about a project I'm going to take on later with pressure monitoring, but first we have to be able to make a computer. Oh, that's easy. It's the IC chip. Electrum. Electrum requires it's not as broad as solder, but it's not too bad. Gold and silver, and temperature of 600 to 1000 and 800 2.4. So you can't have too much pressure, but I think maybe if we do what we just did, what do you say? We're on a roll. Let's find out. That's still closed. Let's get 50-50 silver and gold. Let's just melt it at least. No harm in doing that part. Now, what's the problem right now? The problem is we've got a whole bunch of pressure, 2.4, and we're at 3.8, and also we're too cold. So too much pressure plus too cold equals not close, really. Oh, and what did I just do? I said I'm not doing anything. I'm not making any steel or anything else until I figure this out. All right, so let's bring down the pressure to lower than to provide some headroom to bring up the temperature. Let's bring it down to the rock bottom 800. Can you read it? It's 1.3, 1.2. It's pretty small on my screen. I hope it looks all right on your screen. Okay, so if we did not add any pressure at all, our pressure's where it's supposed to be, our temperature is not. We need a little bit of gas. Where's our gas canister? Let's go ahead and put in, I'm going to say 300 will be lucky. 333. It's going to pump our temperature up nicely. Just give it a second to hit the number that you said, quasar. Although it's kind of random at this point, it's all a little bit arbitrary. And then pump in the gas. Pressure's going up. Temperature's going up. We need the temperature 600. Still okay with pressure. Okay, so we're still okay with pressure. We need a lot more. We need another canister of gas. How much did that move us? Did you notice? I didn't. We just need to hit 600. I'm going to say just that same good fill. 333 or so. Temperature's going up, pressure's going up, just so it doesn't hit 2.4 before it hits 600. Oh, and it's topping out. We got enough range. Let's just do that same thing one more time. One more time and we might be there. This is an interesting way to do it. I would have never really thought about it except what that kid wrote. To just work with canisters instead of trying to turn the buttons on and off. Oh, electrum. Boom. Quick. One more of these. One more of these. Come on. Save that from the storm. Melting, melting, melting. And we're off. We're off. We've got too much pressure and not enough temperature. So we know what to do there. We just shunt off some of the pressure. If we could just add a little more temp, we'd be golden. We'd be electrum. Just a little more, like that much more. Temperature needs to be 600. Hit it. Do it. Bam! There's 2 of the 3 required ingots. Man, we are killing. All right, so then Constantin. It's we got to get it up to 20 MPa. We're at 1 right now. We got to get it up quite a bit. And really, that's it. Really, it's just, can you put enough fuel in there to get these numbers that seem kind of high to me, but that's just how it is. Let's bring this up to, let's go 1,000 at a time. So the Constantin is 1 kk. So we're hitting at 613 right now. So it's got to be 1,000 to 100,000. But the trick is it's got to be 20 MPa. So is it a trick, or is it just keep pumping in the gas until the numbers get really huge? Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's all there is to it. And what are we making it from? Copper and nickel. We got to go get some nickel. I think I can just do that really quickly because I think there's some nickel just over the hump. I think I can just go and get it before the sun goes down. Ice. It was just right in here. Or was it right over there? Was it over there? Nickel, nickel, nickel. Cobalt. That's not what we wanted. All right, well, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Kind of exciting. Kind of satisfying. Yep. I'll catch you next time.